Hello, broker attorney John McConnon here. And first, I'm going to answer the question that was recently asked to me as a lawyer through my law blog. How do I know you know about selling real estate? How do I know you know about the real estate transactions? Because lawyers need experience, and most lawyers don't know how the real estate contracts work. Great question. Perfect point. I concur entirely. And I also say, and the same question must be posed to realtors. Because the majority of realtors start out working with buyers, and it's usually the experienced ones who, over time, who build up their practice, who get to sell. Here, for instance, this is a Movado, a third-party website that keeps track of realtors. At least some realtors work, and here Movado says I sold 140 homes in the last few years, and you can see the brown homes are all listings. Purple would be buyers, and that's generally probably representing buyers on my own listings, which we're doing more now because inventory is low. But that's 140 sales. You can see they happened all over San Diego and up into Orange County and LA. So that answers the question, how do I know? The next question is, well, what good does it do? Well, let me just say the marketing. There's nothing like selling homes for understanding where the marketing is working. And right now I can tell you marketing works very well with social media. And there are two types of marketing that we go into in other videos. There's what the vast majority of realtors do because they don't have the experience. They don't know really what they're doing. They just throw it at the wall and then they say lower the price. And it's price marketing. If you put a good price in San Diego, if you put your home up at a good price on the MLS, market value or less, you're going to sell it. Less than market value, you're going to sell it quickly, unless there's real problems with it. If you get a lot of people out to your property and it doesn't show well, you might have to lower the price. If your property has other negatives, it might not sell at market value. But if you're just selling your home through price, you can just lower the price and then you say to yourself, and if you think this through, you say, well, if I'm marketing my home with price, why am I paying my realtor 5 or 6%? And I agree with you. I think you should be paying 5 or 6% to realtors when they're doing the marketing to get your home, rather than in that buyer's pyramid, below market value. 80% of the people who are looking for a home at that time in your area are going to be willing to buy. Market value, it's a smaller percent. Then they've guessed it might be 15 or 20% of potential buyers, but it's a conceptual framework. Lots of people will pay market value in a market like ours where there's low inventory. The vast majority will pay under market, but only a small percent will pay a little above, and a very tiny percent will pay a lot above. And the question is, how are you going to market to those people? What are you doing there? If you're going to pay 5 or 6% for marketing, your realtor should be able to answer that. And that's what you learn through experience. The other thing is, and this is the lawyer side, in the transactions, a percentage of real estate deals go smoothly. Again, the below market value, because buyers think they're getting a deal, it usually goes very smoothly. Although any file seems to randomly sometimes have problems with title or something with escrow that has to be worked through with intelligence and experience frequently. Title, you sometimes need to talk to their title lawyer and say, you're the insurer, you can't make these exclusions at this moment in time, we're about to close. And, then you got to say, and I want to talk to your title attorney now. And that's usually how I resolve it, because it's attorney to attorney. The other thing about real estate transactions are that you want to utilize the experience when determining how to let buyers, whether you want to tighten up the contracts or give the buyer a chance. So there's experience working towards closing that is evidenced by the fact that someone sold a lot of homes. There's marketing ability that you can manifest itself by selling a lot of homes that people just aren't going to get. I can tell you that you want to have a thoughtful agent who knows what they're doing. And yes, throwing everything at the wall might work in the beginning if you're doing the price marketing. But if you're trying to do better, I think you really want to work with an agent. I know if another agent sold 100 homes, we're going to agree on what concepts work and why they're working. They might choose a different mix of marketing than I would. I'm right now I really enjoy social media. I'm getting great response out of social media. But I would trust most agents with 100 transactions under their belt know what they're doing. And I think that's really what you want to see. Now, again, you can see we sold 140. At one point, it was 143, and a few of them are purple. So that's over 130 in the last 3 or 4 years that I've sold. In the next video, we'll talk about the marketing. And we're also going to go contract by contract at Sellers Options, but paragraph by paragraph of the real estate contract at sellersoptions.com for those of you who don't necessarily, who might be, because low inventory, going right to the listing agent and don't know that he has your best interest at heart, or if you're trying to sell your own home. That stuff's going to be up at Sellers Options. I'm going to post this video pretty much on at least 4 or 5 of my own websites right now. And the whole point here is I'd want to have a conversation with you. I'm not going to do a heavy, hard close. I would like to talk to you about what works. I'd like you to give me a call. I'd appreciate calls or emails, and it's going to be friendly. I probably won't have all the data about your house right there when you're calling me. So we're just going to talk concepts. Then if you want to know more about, and my website and a lot of other websites can do pricing based on algorithms, but if we want to do pricing and marketing and seeing your home together, that takes a little more experience. And that's, I don't expect that to happen on the phone call. I would expect little steps. Let's talk, see what you're interested in doing, find out whether maybe you want to sell it yourself, sell it with a lawyer and save realtor fees, or sell it via the MLS, which is useful for many people. John McConnon, favoriterealestate.net, favoriterealestate.com, Sellers Options, and McConnon Law.